put out a fire today in an apartment building directly across the street from their station in Salt Lake City. This was near 10th East and 9th South. Fire officials say there was already extensive damage to the building. By the time those calls came in, they could see 20-foot flames from the building's roof line from their own station. Residents of the building evacuated themselves. About half were able to go back to their homes. The other apartments had too much damage.
That fire was out in about 30 minutes once crews arrived, but it still did about $50,000 in damage. News specialist Tania Mashburn is outside this apartment complex with what fire investigators believe caused it. Tania?
Yeah, lad. Investigators are now saying that it was candles left burning in one of these apartment buildings. Now, this fire is just one of dozens of residential fires this month alone. You can hear the sirens going off from the fire station just behind us. They're on their way to another one. Now, in one case, the cause was a space heater. In another, it was a Christmas tree. And because it's happening so frequently, firefighters took us around a house today to show us some basic things you can do to keep you and your family safe.
You may have heard all the tips before.
We've got to have functioning smoke detectors in our house. We want to make sure anytime you're watering those things, once, maybe even twice a day.
But there's a good reason you're hearing them again. In December alone, KSL has covered more than 24 fires at homes and apartment complexes. A total of 6 people died just this month.
Any fire in a residence can double in size every minute.
December has been very busy for firefighters, with nearly double the number of fires as November. And it's just getting started.
Nationally, in December, January and February, we see a lot more residential fires.
So bear with us one more time while we learn the basics of fire safety. First off, take a good look at your Christmas tree.
If you touch that real tree and the needles are starting to fall from it, it's time to get rid of it. Let's get it out of the house.
Of course, there's your smoke detector. Firefighters say it's your first line of defense, so take care of it. Change the batteries every 6 months. Vacuum it out every once in a while and give it a test while it's hanging on your wall. Firefighters say about once a month.
Also, if the fire starts in a room, close the door.
Not only are you protecting the rest of your house and the people in it, but you're also eliminating one of the things fire needs, and that's oxygen.
One of the things that firefighters really want you to know is what your escape plan is. They say that you should stay low to the ground as you're getting out of the house, have a meeting spot for your family, and have a meeting spot for your family, and be sure to practice ahead of time. Now, a lot of good tips from Unified Fire today that could save lives. Tania Mashburn, live at 5.
Great tips there, Tania. Thank you for that report. Coming up.